afternoon, everybody. It is Monday. It is 3 p.m. and today I will be continuing my drawing from last time. So, last time I finished half of this spread, and my goal today is to finish this one because I feel like, it needs to be a spread. So today's theme is still the same as last time. It's still gonna be eyes, and I need to do some warm-ups. So I will be drawing with the same tools. I'm gonna do a normal, like a color pencil style, and then we'll see if I want to add like maybe some kind of like other texture onto it. Not sure, maybe I'll try the oil pastel texture because it's kind of cute too, right? But we'll start with the eye, and we'll start with the color pencil. I am still a little bit sick from last time, but I am much better. So we'll start with a little flower. See? We'll start with a little flower, and then we'll grow from there. Because I told myself, right, in order to draw more, I gotta start. Hi, is that you, Ricky? Because I wanna make more art. So in order to make more art, I need to start drawing more. So we'll start with the flower, of course, with the eye as the center. I usually just start in the corner first, and then we'll see. It's a you, Ricky. Okay. And then from there we'll go with, I have like an idea-ish of what I want to do, like what I want this part of the page to be. So I'm just gonna sketch the flowers first because I want it to be like those really cute, it looks like a sticker pad, but that's not what I'm planning to do with this. It just looks like a cute sticker pad kind of spread, but I have no plans on making this into a sticker pad. Hey Ricky, why don't you do some drawing yourself? Okay. Should I do leaves? Yeah, I'll do leaves with a tiny bit. Or you did! Congratulations! Are we finding our motivation for 2026? Yes, we are. We got this. I'm gonna do like a ribbon here. Maybe that's a bit too fat. Bit thinner. Okay. So my idea for this side is more like it's gonna focus more on like what you call it, not aesthetic, because the whole thing is already very aesthetic. It'll be more like, obviously it's still gonna be flowers, it's gonna be still going to be eyes, but I do want to put in some sweets maybe. And I was thinking of drawing people, but then I feel like suddenly having a person like on this side like that would be a bit too, how do you say it? Like it'll be too much in a way, because I wanted to still be focused on eyes, because if I start drawing people, right, I'll be way too focused on trying to render the person, and that's kind of not my goal right now. My goal is to just sketch for now, kind of. Yes. So right now I'll be drawing more like, because I was thinking I could do like lollipop eyes, candy eyes, those kind of things. Eye candy. Hello. And then I could do more like, because I did some plants on the other side, right? I do want to do more of those, more varieties of plants, because I'm literally doing the exact same flower as this right now. So I kind of want to make it a bit more like there's more variety on that aspect. So yes. Trying to get into the groove of drawing again, because even though like I do draw every day for work, it feels so different when you're drawing for yourself. I don't know if it's like, if it's because I'm drawing for myself, that's why I feel kind of like less relaxed in a way. Not that I'm giving pressure to myself, it's more like because I know it's my drawing, it has to look a certain way, you know. So I feel more tense in a way. So I gotta relax, man. I gotta relax. It's so funny because I showed some people this, like the finished page on the left side, and then they were like, "Oh, that's nice, you did a sketch on your sketchbook," and I was like, "No, it's on the iPad." And they were like, "What? It's on the iPad? Like how?" And I know it's kind of counterintuitive to try to reproduce analog media on digital, but I just feel like, right, I don't know if it makes sense, but to be able to recreate traditional art in when I say traditional, I mean like analog art, to be able to recreate analog art on the iPad is another skill. Of course, I have the help of like textures, and obviously it won't look like a sketchbook if I don't have this paper texture in the background, right? It changes everything, like it changes the whole vibe. So I do have this helping me. And then also, this is so unfair because the colors that you see on the screen right now is totally not the colors that I'm seeing. Like I have it here. Look. It's maybe it's not that much different, right? But it's a whole vibe, and also because it's like overexposed, then this part of this one, it looks so washed out compared to what it's supposed to look like. So I will put the whole thing later, but yeah, it's different, and you can see like the texture is more obvious on this side rather than on here. You can still see it, it's just it's different. Anyways, I'm rambling. Today I will finish this, and I am giving myself 2 hours to finish this because I have things to do. Well, not really, but like I need to stop procrastinating, because I tend to procrastinate while drawing, and I think that's a common thing for everyone, also to procrastinate while drawing, and I don't wanna. I'm gonna be fast and focused today. Watch me fail. But yes, my goal today is to finish this in 2 hours. Usually I'm fast when it comes to sketching, but put in like chatting and you know, getting distracted here and there, I'm just slow. I just become slow. And also kind of like brainstorming. That's why before streaming I told myself, like, you get an idea so that you don't get too stuck on trying to figure out what you want to do. So yeah, I have a plan. Will I stick to the plan? Hopefully. I really like this brush pack that I got. I'm not even sure where it's from. I'm pretty sure it's a brush pack that I got from Taobao, because I get a lot of like Taobao brushes, like a bunch of them here are from Taobao. I don't necessarily use them, honestly, but I bought this a while ago and then just never touched it, so I thought I could use it, because I do like the texture of the pencil. It's it's very I want to say yummy, but it's not what I'm going for. It's just I just like how it mimics real pencil, and also because I have a different pencil tip that's not the regular iPad pencil tip. It's a metallic tip, and then it gives like the feeling when you're drawing on the iPad. It gives the feeling of roughness, like it gives friction. I also have like a paper, like not the brand paper, like a paper like screen monitor, what do you call that, like a screen guard that makes there's like friction resistance on the screen, so if you actually draw on the iPad, it makes that sound, and it helps make it feel a bit more what do you call that, tactile. So it helps with the feeling of not slipping all over the iPad, because I think that was the hardest part for me initially when I was drawing on the iPad, because I started with drawing on paper, right, like most of us, and that feeling of drawing on paper is just so difficult to replicate on the iPad. When I first started drawing on the iPad, it was very slippery. It's kind of unpleasant, actually, like the feeling of you sliding across the screen. So I first got the paper texture screen protector. And then, is this flower too much? Like the white, there's not enough white. Let me use that. So it felt so odd, like smooth, not in a good way. So then I don't even remember how, but I found like an advertisement or something like that says like, oh, try this Apple Pencil tip replacement that is it has like more of a tactile feeling when you're drawing, so you can hear the sound of the like it's on paper. And then obviously it's not the sound that I'm looking for, it's more of the feeling, the texture, not the texture, what am I saying, the friction that I'm getting from the pen touching the screen guard. So it's a combination basically. And I've went through a few of these metal tips, honestly, far more than I have the original pencil tip, because of the gritty screen protector, it actually burned through my pen tips very quickly because it's gritty. So it creates that it has, what you call it, like it has maybe small fine, is it texture? I keep saying texture, it's not, it's like it must have something rough on it that is sanding down the tip way faster than the normal screen protector. So that's what happened. And then when I was looking for pen tips, I saw the advertisement saying, oh, this one helps you have that tactile feeling. So I got it and I never looked back. So I can never draw with the regular pen tip anymore. Actually, before I used to use a silicone tip, which is, thinking about it, like kind of like weird, because the silicone makes it less slippery, but it makes it more like a cushion-ish. Because I was trying to mimic my what you call it, like the Wacom pen tip, because I used to use a Cintiq as my computer and my drawing tablet. I got the what is that? It's really old. The Cintiq Companion, I think it's called. That is a computer and a drawing tablet. It was so heavy, and I saved up money to buy that, and it was good. It was good for the time, because I needed a new computer, I needed a drawing tablet for schoolwork, like when I was in uni. So it was so useful. It served me all, I think it served me all 4 years, if not 4 years and 3 of my uni days. It was great, but it was so heavy. It was so heavy, because imagine the Cintiq, the what do you call it, the tablet. It's already heavy as it is, right? And then you plus computer, which has like fans, and there's the hard disk, and there's the whatever, everything, like the graphics card. Even though it's compact, it's still hella heavy. And powerful as it wasn't powerful enough to run my games. It was very weak. I was running at like 10 FPS in my game, so I got really frustrated, and then I got a brand new gaming laptop at the time. Right now I'm on PC, like I have a desktop and everything. That's why I have no issues running all kinds of games. But at the time, I had to replace my Cintiq with a proper computer, and I sold it. I remember feeling a bit like sad when I sold it, because that computer really sailed with me through a lot of things. But sometimes you gotta let go in order to get better things. So yeah, okay, that's nice. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna look at my reference, because I need to look at my reference. So I have an idea to draw like candy. See, what I'm worried about is whether this page will look similar to that page. I know it looks okay now. I'm just afraid because it's 2 different days, the spread is not going to look the same. I worry. It's bigger. Because I don't know if it's a what you call it, like it's an artist thing. Like, I can't work on one thing and then come back to it a few days later with the same energy, if you know what I mean. Like, it's hard to, at least for me, it's hard to be in the same headspace as I was when I was drawing, let's say, that, like this. I don't know, maybe it's my problem, but I find it really difficult to draw something, stop, and then come back to it later. I have to finish it in one go, or I lose whatever momentum I have. And this has been a problem since I was a child, because I would get in trouble with my mom a lot when I was younger. Like, she would tell me to, like, stop drawing, do your homework, or like, I would pick the most random time to draw, right? I would, after I finish my schoolwork, I would be like, okay, I can go and draw now, and then it's right before dinner time, and then my mom would call me and she would be like, stop drawing, it's time to eat. And I'll be like, no, I'm not done. And she's like, no, put your pencil down. and then I won't be able to continue. I'll just start a new drawing later. So I've always had this problem, and then nobody believes me when I tell them, like, I can't just drop something and then come back to it later. Like, it's really difficult. Wait, let me put that. Nice. Oh no, wait. If I do that, it will lose that texture. I'll just do it like this. There we go. I told myself I need to draw it once a week, right? And even last week I failed already. I didn't draw last week. But I'm going to continue. I'm going to persevere, because if I give up, then I'm not doing anything for myself anymore. Like, I want to start making my own art again. I cannot give up after one setback. To be fair, I got sick. To be fair, I got sick last week, so I didn't even get to game much last week because I was so dead. It was so sad. I can't seem to find the right peach. I want to go for like a this is too gray. Oh no, actually. I hate this weather. I'm feeling so hot from like I have my fan on right now and it feels so unpleasant. I want to turn on my AC, but it's December. It's unbelievable. I can't imagine what it's like during Chinese New Year. Because, right, supposedly, yesterday was the winter solstice. And then it's supposed to be cooler, like way cooler, because it's a winter solstice. But I'm still feeling hot. And then they're saying like, oh, it's gonna be cold during the Chinese New Year. Where? Like, I know Chinese New Year is in February, right? No, sorry. Chinese New Year is in February, like February 17th. So, we don't know what the weather's gonna be like in 2 months. Well, 1 month-ish, 1.5 months. We don't know what it's gonna be like, but I highly doubt it's gonna be cold enough. I'm literally debating if I should just buy summer clothes for Chinese New Year, because what if I buy winter clothes and I don't even get to wear it, and then I'll have to buy another set of clothes and it's just gonna be so not cost effective. Does that look muddy? That kind of does look a little muddy, right? Or is it okay? It looks okay on the screen, but it on my iPad it kind of looks a little dirty. That'll be fine. Yeah, should be okay. I'm debating if I should actually turn on the AC. Should I? Oh, let me. Because I can't work when it's too warm. I just feel horrible. It's a me problem. That's kind of cute, right? Is it me or the brush is kind of too thick? Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. And then I'll draw another one. Oh, actually, wait. I did not add purple. I'm gonna go lighter with the purple. And then I'll go smaller with the brush. Because I do want to add a little bit of hatching. Like purple hatching. Like that. Yeah. Maybe I'll fill in the back a bit so that it shows that it's kind of covering the eye a bit, because it looks completely transparent right now, which that's not what I want. I need to have a little bit of color. Yeah, I think that's better. Hello, Jax, welcome. Okay. But I need to be mindful to leave some whites and not fully color it in. Otherwise it's gonna look a little too different from my other drawing. Oh, am I frozen? I'm frozen! What's happening? I'm frozen, baby! Oops. I'm gone! I have disappeared. Ah, okay. I have disappeared into the void. Fix that. I don't know what's wrong with my camera, but it just doesn't want to cooperate with me. Hello? What's going on? You do be like that sometimes. Because for some reason, right, my PC doesn't actually have a USB-C slot, which is so stupid. I did not realize it until I made the purchase that I do not have a USB-C slot. So I have to use an adapter, and then that adapter doesn't really work sometimes. And I feel like I'm being toyed with. Oh, good God. Okay. It just nopes out of existence sometimes. I don't know why. Okay. I am fixed. I am fixed. Hi Jax, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Just a little struggle with my camera because it likes to do that to me sometimes. Okay. Should I do a lollipop or should I do another candy? I'm gonna... Candy. Need to look for candy. 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 I'm looking for candy reference. Oh yeah, you know, I can actually make it a bit rounder, and then I can add some patterns. Like, well, that's too close. Okay, let me move it a bit far away. A little farther. Okay. And then just that. bit floating inside. Yeah. That's better. Okay. Candy, 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 candy. Okay. My screen was not moving for a moment there. Okay, what should the color of the pupil be? Should I do pink? I'm so basic. Eeh. Okay, I'll do pink for the iris, and then actually no, let's make it a bit more peachy, a bit more peach, closer to peach. Bit brighter, yeah. And then I can do more of a darker peach for the pupil, or I do blue. Let me try. Oh yeah, that kind of works since they're opposite colors. Yeah, okay. Bit too big though. And then I'll have it on the outer layer also. A little bit of that. And then I'll put in the pink now. And darker pink for the top. Okay. And then I'll do the hatching with the eyeball. And then I'll go back to a little bit of the purple. And then we go for a brighter blue to give it that pop of color. Yeah. I'm having a really difficult time trying to balance my iPad on my case. It keeps moving. Ugh. Stop. Stop. I was gonna stop. Why is my casing doing this? You were standing just fine. What's the problem? I don't know what happened to me, but I hurt my wrist. Not just my wrist, actually. I hurt my whole entire left arm for some reason. I don't know how it happened, but the day before yesterday, I woke up and then my left arm was hurting. Like it was hurting in like on the elbow joint, and then on my wrists, and also at the back of my hand. You're proud of me? Thank you. And then for some reason when I grip something, like my hand hurts, like not the palm, the back part of my hand where the basically where the nerves are. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if I twisted something or something. I'm not even sure what happened. I just woke up one day, like I think it was Friday or Thursday. I woke up and there was just pain. It was just pain. I wasn't sure what I did. I don't know. I don't know what happened, and it just hurt. And then I told myself like, okay, well, let's kind of like put some ointments and kind of like massage it. Hopefully it will feel better. It's been 3 days and it still hasn't felt better. I mean, it's slightly better in the sense where like when I flex my hand it doesn't hurt. But then I was gaming yesterday, right? As you do. And I could feel it whenever I press like WASD, whenever I try to move in game. I could feel like some kind of like pain on my what do you call that part of your hand? Your hand, like the back of your hand. And I wasn't sure why. So I use like a massage gun. Hopefully, like hoping that it will kind of like relieve some kind of pain. And then of course I put like those ointments that helps with muscle pain. It wasn't a muscle. It wasn't the muscle that hurts because it like what am I doing? I'm trying to make checkers. Yes, because if it was the muscle, I would be able to kind of like massage it and like have some kind of relief, right? But it's not. I don't understand. Or am I just getting old? Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't understand how first of all, I don't understand how I hurt myself, because it's not like I did anything particular. I wasn't carrying anything heavy with my hand. It's my left hand. It wasn't like I was using it for drawing or anything. I didn't do anything with it. It just started hurting and I was very confused. So when I was gaming yesterday, I told myself you need to kind of like stop putting your hand on the keyboard, because whenever I put it on the keyboard it would kind of sting a little bit. So I was kind of like hands-free on my left hand, which is kind of weird, right? Because when you're playing games, the one that does the heavy lifting is the left hand. Well, it depends on what game you're playing, but I wasn't clicking as much as I was moving. So my left hand was really angry. So I thought, okay, no gaming today. I will just focus on my right hand. Like my right hand has taken a beating its whole life. It should be fine. Funnily enough, my right hand, despite being my dominant hand, has not been like hurt as much as my left hand. I'm not sure if it's because I'm compensating with my left hand by, you know, trying to use it for more like carrying stuff and because I know that if I lose any, like, touch wood, if I lose any mobility on my right hand, I'm like screwed. So I use my left hand for multiple things. I can draw with my left hand, I just obviously it's not going to be as nice. Is it cold in my country? No, unfortunately. The winter is ass right now. It says it is winter, but it's so not cold. Hello, Ree. Welcome. Hey, this candy is looking good. I haven't even started adding colors yet. It is currently how many degrees? What a lie. What a scam saying that it's winter right now. It is currently 20 degrees. But I don't feel the 20 degrees. I have my AC on. That's how bad it is. right now. Also, my room is particularly warm. I don't know why. My mom says it's because it's facing southeast, so wind direction is like affecting the airflow or something like that. So my room is always warm. My art is gorgeous, thank you. So it is hot, and I'm just someone in general. I'm just someone who hates the heat. Like, I cannot function when it's hot. I get really cranky when it's hot. So that's why I have to turn on the AC. I tried sleeping without my AC on. Celsius, yes. Yes. I use Celsius. So I tried sleeping without the AC, knowing that it's winter, right? Knowing that it's 20 degrees. I was like, okay, don't sleep with the AC, but I kept waking up because it was so hot. I hate this weather. Why can't it be like 13 degrees, you know? I'm still in t-shirts and shorts. That's how bad it is. Like, it's not cold enough for me. But yeah, I'm hoping it will get cooler, because my mom said after the winter solstice is when it's really gonna start getting cold. I remember last year December, it was chilly, like actually proper chilly. Now I'm still like going to work in my short sleeves. It's just it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It's been minus 2.7 and lower. Oh my god. Can we trade places, please? You use Fahrenheit, but you use a converter app. Hey, come on, man. Get with the rest of the world. The rest of the world is using Celsius. Come on. Oh, minus 2. Let's trade. I hate the weather. I want to be somewhere cold. You know, the feeling of like so cold and having to cover up with the sheets, and then you get to wear like fluffy clothes. Where? Shush, it's not your fault. Okay, that's true. It's not your fault. I can't even wear my winter clothes. Like, seriously, I can't. It's so sad. This cold is outrageous. Minus 2 does sound like a nightmare though. I think my ideal temperature, for me at least, would be like 13, 12 degrees. When you know at 0 it is probably going to snow, life is much better. I want to see snow too. I've only seen snow once in my life, and that was when I went to Australia, like almost 10 years ago. I really want to go and, you know, play with snow. Like, just a little bit, you know? A little bit. It's never going to snow here in Hong Kong, like never. The closest thing we've had to snow was frost. Am I just not in a cold country? No. I'm in Hong Kong. So there are cold places all over China. Like, for example, like Beijing is really cold right now, apparently. And it's like in the northern part of China, so it's obviously going to be colder. I'm just in the southern part of China, right? Yeah, so Hong Kong will never have snow, unfortunately. The closest it will get is frost. But But one thing about Hong Kong is the wind is crazy. So for example, it could be 20 degrees, but if it's windy, it will feel like 15, because Hong Kong's wind is like, you know where it is, don't worry, you're an educated American. I'm glad. But yeah, the wind is biting here in Hong Kong. It's like, for example, I would go to Shenzhen, which is the next city from here. It's warmer there, so the wind doesn't hurt as much. It could be cold and windy and you won't feel like you're gonna die. Yeah, the wind comes straight off the Pacific, so the cold wind is something else. You can get like sick just from that. It could be, yeah, so I would prefer like maybe like 13, 14 degrees where it's not windy, but 13, 14 degrees with wind, I would die. I would die. The issue in my state is the same wind makes it like 10 degrees cold. Exactly. Same here too. So when it's windy, yes, you die. It could be 20 degrees. As long as it's windy, oh, it doesn't matter how much clothes you're wearing, you'll catch a cold. It's really bad. Should I add? I feel like I should add patterns here. Also, I'll do stripes. Yeah, that's cute. I'll do that. You take the bus daily and you walk to work. I walk to the station, the train station, subway, and I have to walk through a tunnel-ish. And man, when the wind is blowing, oh, that is this. I have to cover my head just so that I don't accidentally catch a cold. You don't work until Thursday? Thursday is Christmas though. Oh, you mean in general? You don't work until Thursday? It's almost Christmas, everybody. Have you gotten your presents? I don't celebrate Christmas. It's nothing. I have nothing against Christmas. It's just I used to celebrate Christmas. Right? I used to be like, I really liked exchanging presents. And then my introverted self started avoiding socializing with people, so I would just not want to go out during Christmas. You work at a gas station, so you don't close. Yeah, like, respect for people in the service industry, because you guys really, like, it's amazing how you guys can just work with no, like, not following calendar, because I'm a teacher, so I follow the calendar, or sometimes I follow school calendar. I don't actually follow school calendar. I take that back. I follow just the regular calendar. So if it's a red day where it's a day off, like a holiday, I get my day off. But I used to work also as a teacher in another place. They don't follow the calendar, so I work regardless of holidays, and that I did not enjoy at all. Like, everyone's off having their whatever. Like, if it's, for example, if it's Chinese New Year, they're having like family dinner or like family celebration. I'd be stuck at work, and we don't even get a bonus. That was not fun. But then I get to avoid the crowd, if you know what I mean. Like, if I don't follow the calendar, I get to avoid crowds in a way that I don't have to worry about having to. I hate queuing. I hate queuing for like stuff. And also, the worst thing is that over here, at least, I don't know other places, but over here they kind of force you into like the holiday meals. So for example, if it's Christmas, let's say Pizza Hut, if it's Christmas time, Pizza Hut will make only the Christmas set meal available. So it would be literally just a Christmas pizza, for example, Christmas pizza, and then you can't order your usual, and it's way more expensive than the normal pizza. And I'm just like, I don't want the normal the holiday pizza. I want my normal pizza. I want my meat lovers. Why are you giving me weird like combinations? Because they really do be doing like all kinds of fusion bullshit with the pizza nowadays. That's stupid, yeah. But a lot of the restaurants here, they do that. Valentine's Day, Chinese New Year, Christmas. Sometimes, I'm not sure about Easter, but those holidays, like Halloween also maybe, they have like a dedicated menu for those like special days where that's all you can order. You can't order the usual one, or like they would discourage you from ordering the usual one. They would be like, oh, but this one has a promotion, and this one has a set of for 4 people, those kind of things. So yeah, I hate it. You get double pay on holidays, New Year's. Ah, that's good. Double and a half. That's good. At least it's worthwhile, you know. If you're not getting the holiday, at least you're getting like some kind of monetary gain. But yes, I don't like going out during special days because of that, because I've experienced it way too many times, and it just doesn't make sense. Why do I have to order from the holiday menu? I don't want the holiday menu. Let me eat my usual food. Meal sets are more of a big deal in East Asia in general, no? Maybe. It feels like they always market it as a more of an economical thing, where if you order this set, you save more than ordering like a la carte. So, and everyone buys into it too. I don't know why. So, yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow, Jax. Why is my did it not show again that why? It's always doing that. I didn't, then the alert didn't sound again. Why is it choosing when to let me know? Teachers are so underpaid here. Yeah. Teachers are underpaid everywhere, I feel like. I'm not a school teacher though. I have to make that. I have to say I am not a school teacher. I am a, what do you call it? Sorry, one moment. I teach art to children, so I teach in a studio. So I'm not a school teacher, but I am still, you know, a teacher. Art is awesome. Yeah, art is awesome. I know, I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. I'm still new to Twitch, kind of new. So I'm still figuring things. I don't have bots to help me. I don't know which bots to use to filter out all the other bots. I'm working on it. Still underpaid, yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. But I actually left a well-paying job for my current job because my old job was too toxic. Like I was in a really, really toxic environment. So I left it. So I am underpaid compared to previously, but I guess I'm healthier, happier. You know a lot about Twitch. I welcome any help if you can. I'm just really like new when it comes to, because I used to stream on YouTube. I am still streaming on YouTube right now. I'm multi-streaming, but I do feel like Twitch is a bit more welcoming in a sense where it's just, I don't know, it's more welcoming for newcomer. So even though I used to stream on YouTube, after I move over to Twitch, not permanently. I am thinking of moving permanently. I'm still thinking, because I feel like on YouTube it's there's not many chatters, and I do as much of an introvert, as much as I am an introvert, I do, my goal of doing this is obviously to meet new people. So if there's nobody, then it feels quite moot. But yeah, I am thinking of permanently moving to Twitch. I just feel like it's more welcoming. But I am quite clueless. Hello Nagi, welcome. Oh my god, you're here. Welcome. Nagi, we were just talking about weather. Is it cold there? It's blazing hot for me right now. Okay, not blazing, but it's hot. I'm gonna do dandelion eyes. Dandelion. Dandy. It's raining so much. It's also easier to find small creators. Is it? I've browsed the is it the recommended ones, and also you can kind of like see based on, like, for example, if you're playing Genshin Impact, then you can just click Genshin Impact and then you can just search anyone who's streaming at the moment. I think that's quite nice too. It's 3 a.m. there, it's 4 p.m. here, so 4:30. It's odd because usually it's snowing here, but I guess that's just what happens with global warming. I know. It's supposed to be cold here, but it's just not. It's just not. My winter clothes, I fear there's no chance for it to appear this year. Like, I literally have not worn a single long sleeve outfit besides like a jacket because I have to. You can also sort from lowest viewer for higher chances of smaller creators. Oh, you can do that. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. Because I don't know how it works on YouTube either. Like, I'm not I'm not very well versed in terms of that. I really am just doing this for fun. Not to say like no, people are not doing it for fun. I'm doing it kind of for myself in a way, if you know what I mean. Those candy eyeballs would make great hair clips. Ah, thank you. I was thinking of making them into temporary tattoos, like having these on your hands or on your arms. That would be so cute. You have world clock? Great. Yeah, I was thinking of temporary tattoos. Though I don't know where I can get it printed. I know it's a thing. Like it's a few of my friends have recommended me to try turning my drawings to temporary tattoos. So I am looking into that. I just don't know where to do it. Back tattoo so badly. Fairy wings of some sort. See, the thing is, right? See, you are educated Americans. Congratulations. Uh, Back tattoos. Does it hurt? Like, I'm not a tattoo person. Like, I've thought of getting tattoos when I was younger. You know, in my rebellious stage. I thought of it, but then I'm someone who changes their minds quite often. Not it's not that. No, I stick to what I like, but then it's hard to commit to one thing because tattoos like forever, right? And I know you can fix it and stuff, but I don't know. It's you're committing to something that is difficult to change. And as much as I like my fairies, right? I mean, look at me. But like, you have to commit for the rest of your life. It's not so bad. It's not so bad, or does it hurt? Like, cause bones, right? Oh, true. Depends on the pain tolerance too. I know rib cage is the one of the worst because of all the bones. Nagi, if you pass out, that's just you're just being the Lulu. Don't do it. I know a friend who did a whole, like, she started a little bit on her arms and then she said it's okay, it's not too bad. And then it just slowly grew, right? That's how it goes, right? You start small and then it just slowly grows. And so she has a sleeve now, kind of. And she said it's like she just gets used to it over time. And I count myself as someone who has quite a high pain tolerance. So like I wouldn't mind getting a tattoo. I wanted to get one on my wrist. Yeah, where all the nerves are. But I couldn't decide on what I wanted. You know, at one point I was like, oh, I want to get roses because that's kind of like that's me. Like that has been my favorite flower since I was in middle school. But then I was like, oh, but then apparently, because the style that I want to go for is those dainty ones that are really thin, and apparently those are not recommended because they fade really quickly. So I was just like, oh, well then I'll just wait then until maybe the technology is better or something like that. But then the more I wait, the lesser I want to do it, so I ended up not doing it at all. And now I have no desire to do it anymore. You're a little intimidated by the aftercare. On your back, it only hurts somewhat on small sensitive areas. Like, you mean like the bone area, or maybe like where does it hurt when you had it done? Is the aftercare for tattoo really difficult? I got one in my arm. All that happens is the area becomes numb at least, but not terribly painful. Oh. Has anyone done like the fine line tattoos? Because I want to know if they actually fade really quickly. And apparently I was told by someone who actually does tattoo, because it fades, they have to kind of add, like, what do you call it, like fix it and add a little more, and then the fine line becomes thicker and thicker and thicker, and then it just does not look how it's supposed to anymore. Like, because fine lines are supposed to look very dainty, right? But then the more they kind of like add, I can't think of the English word right now, I can only think of the Chinese word. but it's like, what is the word? They kind of like add the color back, and then it just does not look as thin, so it looks thicker than it's supposed to, and then it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing anymore. There's like small groups of nerve endings on the back where pain strikes, but it's not that frequent. Okay. Otter, do you have a whole tattoo on your back, like the whole entire back, or parts of it? They fade because of time and stretch and shrink of the skin, and the thicker the line, it's easier for it to not fade as much. Ah, if it's a complex design, that makes sense. Yes. Hi, lovely paws, welcome. Very nice. So yeah, at most I was thinking temporary tattoos. Cause okay, and also I saw like like I think it was a Korean tattoo artist on Instagram. I saw them doing like super colorful tattoos, and I was like, oh my god, that looks so cute and so fun. It's basically like what I'm drawing right now, but it was bears and other animals. And it's so cute, but then I wasn't sure if it would fade properly, or like it would I don't know, like be patchy from fading. Do you have a way of me being able to show you my tattoo? You can, you know, you can join my Discord group. I have a Discord server that is that was created by a viewer. I didn't make the Discord server myself, but I do have one. You can join. I'm just not very active on it. Let me just post it here. I'm very dumb when it comes to Discord. Like, how do you even share this? Invite to server? Here. Still a fan club? No, it's not a fan club. But this is my server. You guys can feel free to join. Listen, it looks really fancy, but I don't know half, or if not 90% of what is on the server. Like, seriously, I have no idea what things are for in this server. So forgive me if I cannot like manage it, because it was created by a very kind viewer long ago, and I've never maintained it, and I don't know how to maintain it. Your back piece goes across your shoulder and down to about mid-spine. Oh, that's big. And when it does, it goes over the shoulder blades. It feels tingly all down your arm, but in general, it's just getting pricked by a needle effectively. I see. Oh, was it painful when you did that? Like, or you're okay? Like, it was okay. How about recovery? Because you move your shoulder a lot, right? And your shoulder blades especially. Like, how was recovery for that? Oh, you're in, Jax. Welcome. I'm really not active on Discord, okay? I don't really use it. Hello, Ghost! Welcome, Ghost. After a week, you don't even feel it? You just need to be careful for a couple of days. How do you sleep? Do you have to sleep on your stomach then? Is that how it is? I'm distracted again. Your neck tattoo was more painful than one of the ones on your arm. Is it because of the nerves? Sleep standing up like a horse. Wait, do horses actually sleep standing up, or they don't they sit down? Like they get to sit down? I really am not familiar with horses. Actually, don't hate me for this, but I really don't like drawing horses specifically. I just find them not interesting to draw. And because the year of the horse is coming, we've been drawing a lot of horses in our studio, and I've been dreading it. They do sleep standing up. Oh my god. Horses are so hard to draw. No, not really. They're like any other mammals. You need to sleep on your side or stomach for a couple days. How do you control that though? Like what if you turn around in the middle of your sleep? I had to teach the kids how to draw African animals in September, and I had to simplify it because obviously they're like six to 9 years old. I'm not gonna say 6, 7, don't worry. They're around that age, so I have to teach them how to draw like animals effectively, even though they're really young. So my way of telling them how to draw all mammals that are walking on 4 legs, they are drawn the same. You start with the blob, and then you decide where the neck is. If it's a long neck or a short neck, it's the same. And then you do a trapezium, like a reverse trapezium, like that. And the most important thing when drawing mammals is this part where you kind of curve outwards. You have to curve this outwards, and then you get your mammal legs. The only difference is how big or how fat those are. This is a super simple way of course, but this is how I taught them. And then they just started modifying it, making, if it's an elephant, then they make it fatter, like they make this part wider. But all mammals always has these hind legs, right? If it's a bigger animal, then it goes like that. And then if it's like a cheetah, it goes, and the neck is shorter, and then it's a smaller trapezium, and then you do the neck, and depending on the tail. So that's how I taught them, and that's how they ended up with like the different animals that they have. This is what makes it a mammal, basically. So I told them, as long as you have this, and obviously you draw the front legs, right? You get any mammals, any land mammals. So horse and giraffe were what they liked to draw. So if it's giraffe, you just make the neck really long. Oh, that is a freaky giraffe. Right, and then the legs are super skinny, but it's basically the same thing for giraffes. It's just bony and long, but essentially it's the same thing. I am really oversimplifying right now, okay? But again, like, it's for them, so I just make it super simple. So that's how we get the giraffe. But it's the same. You start with this blob, you do the legs, and this is only for side views, obviously. And then if they're laying, like the horse, if they're laying, it's still that, but this is going that way. Giraffe scares you, horses scares me, actually, because they're, look at them, they're like that. Freaky. Yeah. You drew horses the same way you did when you were in kindergarten. You don't know how their legs work. Yeah. Horses are just not fun. I just don't enjoy them. But the kids, they like unicorns, which are essentially horses, right? So oh, that's a cute tattoo. It's a hedgehog. It's a cute hedgehog. Jax has a really cute tattoo. It's just here. No, I think that's fine. Okay. Horses are fun to ride compared to giraffes. Otters? What do you mean? Otters are not land mammals. But actually, otters, technically, bone-wise, they are the same. They still have that, like, hind legs, right? It's just, it's really short. And then instead of it going horizontal, they're a bit more of on a vertical. Otter. Well, otters are very cute though. I'm drawing purely from memory right now. I cannot remember what otters look like. Do they look like this? They don't have ears, do they? I'm not sure. Is that how they look like? Something like this? I just know that they like to hold, like, stuff in their hands. Am I right? I can't remember. You like how intuitive it is for me? Like, it all seems to go together. That's because I only work with those few colors. I use... An otter is 100% land mammal? Oh. Damn. I did not know that. So yeah, I only work with the same colors over and over again. That's why it looks quote-unquote cohesive. Because no matter where I put the colors, it's not going to look messy. So that's how I work with it. It's actually quite logical. There is a logic behind on where I put my colors. So for example, we all know that shadows are usually cool tones when you're coloring. So that's where I put my blues and purples. That's where I do like the quote-unquote darker colors, so I can use even though they're really bright, blue is actually the darkest color in the color wheel, not including black and white, because those are gray tones. Black and white are tones, including grays. That's how I teach, basically. And blue is the darkest color, because if you turn something black and white... Can I add a filter here? Well, actually, very easily. If I turn this into black and white, you will see the darkest spots are where the blues are. Unless it's, what do you call it, like... You see how on here, like, pay attention to this spot here? Like here? Oh, yeah, where is it? Pay attention to this area here where I put a lot of blue. It's really dark. Once you see how it's black, so blue is like the color we use to shade because it is the darkest color, and then yellow is the lightest color. So if I turn, not brightness, what am I doing? Saturation, there we go. Saturation. So yellow is where it's lightest. See, like in this spot here. like this spot here, that's where yellow is, so it's very light compared to, like, let's say like this spot, because that's just how it works in colors. So that's why I put blue where the shadows is, and that's why I put yellow. It's the same for everyone actually. When you do digital art, the color that we put on overlay when you want to brighten something is always yellow, orange, those kind of warm, light, warm tones. And then the colors that we use for shading on multiply layer is purples and blues. It's the same. Is this color theory? Yeah, you can call it color theory. It is very, very much a painting technique that a lot of artists use. They, instead of, for example, instead of using blacks to darken colors, I can't show you in digital format, but instead of, let's say I want to make this blue darker, let's say this is paint, I want to make it darker, instead of going with, let's say, black or gray to make it darker like that, you can, it will become dark blue, right? But it's a muddy dark blue. What I encourage students to do is to go with the opposite color, like blue's opposite color, as you can see on the color wheel, like blue, the opposite color is orange. So I would go with orange, and then you can darken it to create a darker blue. It doesn't work right now because it is digital, but if you mix blue and orange, you will get a darker blue, like a darker blue. It doesn't work. I can't show you. I really can't show you on digital. But usually, yeah, if you, let's say if you don't have a brown, mix blue and orange, you'll get a brown. Mix green and red, you'll get a brown. And then mix gray, yellow and purple, you get a brown. But yellow and purple, you might get more of a grayish brown. So that's kind of like the theory behind everything, and why I put certain colors the way it is. It's quite straightforward. Blue where I want it to be darker, yellow where I want it lighter, and then of course pink is my favorite color, so I put pink everywhere. You make art too, Jax? You wish you had me as a teacher? I wish I had me as a teacher. Listen, I'm not saying I'm like the best teacher, but I learned to teach because I wanted a teacher that could explain things to me the way I explain things to kids nowadays, because the way I was taught was very, very not helpful initially. Oh, hi Sakura, welcome. Sorry. I was not looking at YouTube. Listen, I was taught by my university professor, and I hated it when he told me this, but he said, don't draw with a pencil, draw with a pen. And we would have like live drawing classes where we look at still life objects, or we would look at people. We used to draw naked people also, live models for class. And it was, he would always hound on us, like not just me obviously, just everyone. Don't use pencil, like don't use pencil for drawing, start drawing by pen, like don't put your erasers away, put your pencils away. Oh, these emotes are your art? They're very cute. And then I would be so pissed because I would be like, oh my god, like I would make mistake. How can I draw? How can I draw like without making mistakes? And he was like, if you draw with a pen, you'd be forced to be careful with your strokes, with where you put your whatever, like where your lines are gonna be, and that would increase your accuracy. At that time, when I listened to it, I was like, you're just bullshitting me, like shut up. I didn't believe him until much later, when I realized that he was right. Because I was drawing with the pen, I could not erase my drawings. So my accuracy went up, like it skyrocketed after his classes. It was way after. So I was able to draw more accurately thanks to that. But when I first started, it was a nightmare because he was like, "Oh, don't use pencil, like put that pencil away. You pick up your pen, like do an ink drawing." And I hated ink. I hated inking so much. But he was right. I did become more accurate when it comes to drawing. I was able to, with just a few strokes, draw, basically. So, but then he never told us. He just said, like, stop drawing with your pencil. Draw with a pen instead. But he didn't show us how to accurately draw with a pen. Like, he only said, "Oh yeah, just put a few strokes here and you get it, you get it." And I'm just like, I don't get it. Shut up. Yeah, no, like I'm still salty by the fact that he wasn't really teaching us. So when I teach my classes, I'm always like I try to tell them as much, because they'll ask me, why do we have to do this, why do we have to do that? And then I'll tell them, oh, because if you do, for example, they're like, why can't we use black to darken? Because that's how they're taught, right? He can't tell you how your particular hands work. He can't, but he can show us how to utilize the tools, right? He wasn't telling us how to use the tools, he was just telling us to use the tools. So he would say, like, don't use pencil, use pen. It will increase your accuracy. But how? Like, how do you increase the accuracy without showing us, look, this is the comparison. I'm going to use a pencil and you're going to want to erase. This is, I realize it's only after the fact, right? The reason why you don't use a pencil is because you're going to want to erase. Every time you make a mistake, you will want to erase, and then you will be stuck erasing. But if you use a pen, you're going to have to be careful. So when you put a stroke, you want to do this motion or you want to do that motion. You know, visual, we're artists, right? I was in art school. Every one of us, my classmates included, we are artists. We are visual people. We don't understand with just words, right? So you have to show us. He did not show us. He just said it as it is. Like, he's like, just use a pen. You'll be more accurate. How? You have to show us. Like, just because we're adults, it doesn't mean you can't show us, because demonstration in terms of like class demonstration is so important. And this I only learned after I started becoming a teacher. So yeah, it's words sometimes work, yes, but only if that person is experienced. Like, for example, right now, if they tell me, yeah, we don't use pencil, we use pen to draw, I have the experience to understand, is it because you're more careful, hence because you're more careful, you are more purposeful with your strokes, then you'll be more accurate, right? But I was self-taught. I had zero experience being in an art class, so I completely did not understand what he was saying, and I was not the only one who felt that way. A lot of us complained about that teacher because he was a good artist. He's amazing when it comes to his drawing, but he just can't teach. Teaching is something, yeah. Wait until you've said the same thing a million times over, and you'll see that eventually you get bored of explaining everything. Then don't be a teacher. Because if you're going to be a teacher, you're going to have to explain the same thing a million times. I cannot tell you how many times I have to repeat myself over and over and over again to the kids, because they will forget. I tell them 1 minute ago, do this, and then they would be like, wait, teacher, what do we do again? And I'll have to, I told you to do this. Or I get creative sometimes. I'll be like, does anyone know what we're supposed to do? And then some smart ass, right, will be like, oh yeah, we need to draw this. So yeah, if you don't have that patience, don't be a teacher. You need a lot of patience to be a teacher. You need to be able to multitask. I have had many moments where I'll be like I'd be helping a child with their artwork in one side of the table, and I'll hear, teacher, teacher, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, without stopping. They will be like, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, while I am explaining to the other kid. I'll be like, okay, so what I want you to do is, and then in the background you hear, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella, teacher Stella. And I'd be like, wait! I was like, wait for me! Be patient. Practice your patience. Practice waiting. You guys don't know how to wait no more. And then at some point I'd be like, keep calling me. I'm not gonna come over. The more you call me, I will not come over to you. And they would pipe down. I'd be like, wait, everyone, wait. So yeah, definitely not for everyone. You can't be a teacher if you're not patient. Any kind of teacher, honestly. I think school teachers have it worse because you have to deal with children and parents. I'm lucky I don't have to deal with parents, you know. It's like your ceramic teacher told us to put pieces together but nothing about making a hole for air or hatching to attach things together. What? But that's the most important part. You need to hatch and then put the slip in order to attach, and then after you put the slip you have to blend. That's like that's the one thing I always tell the kids. I was like, remember, if you do not hatch, like we call it scratching here, like if you do not scratch or score your pieces, it will fall off and I will not be responsible for it. And they'll be like, okay, I have to scratch, remember, scratch. And for me, because I teach children, I have a lot of like visual aids on the board. Like I will have like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then like a checklist. Do you have all your tools? Look at the checklist. Do you have everything? Do you have your needle tools? Do you have your pins? Do you have your board? Blah, blah, blah. So when they ask, it's like, oh teacher, what do we need? I was like, look at the board. And then because I'm lucky, right? I teach children who are relatively independent, like they're smart also. And if someone is like, oh teacher, what do we do? Another one would be like, look at the board. Teacher Stella said, look at the board. I love those kids. Because they help me. They were like, hey, you're not paying attention. The teacher already said, look at the board. Kids can be adorable, yes, they can be adorable, but you need to build your patience with them. And if you're someone, I originally didn't think I would be able to teach children because I have no patience. I used to think, but turns out, when you have bills to pay, I'm kidding, you have to learn to enjoy it. In some ways you have to learn how to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then I'm sorry, you don't be a teacher, because teaching is a thankless job, I would say. I've been in this career, like I've been a teacher for 6 years now, and there are moments where I'm like, why have I done this to myself? But yeah, I don't think I would take teaching over like corporate jobs though. I'm gonna be honest, because my sister is a corporate girly, and the amount of like office politics that she has to deal with, no thank you, no thank you. I was in a toxic working environment previous to this job, and I left because it was just too much. It was so mentally taxing. Dealing with children plus dealing with office politics is just hell. So I was like, if I have to deal with children, I'm not dealing with office politics. I'm not dealing with insecure people who needs to pull people down just to make themselves feel better. Because no. So I left. It was a really good paying job though. The only reason why I stayed for so long, I stayed 3 years in that job, The only reason why I stayed so long was because the pay was really good. But I told myself, no amount of pay is worth like throwing up every week, because I was getting so like really bad reactions from it, because like it was really stressful, and I consider myself someone who is able to handle stress, but like mentally I was fine, but physically I think my body was telling me like, you gotta stop, you need to go and like recover somewhere else, go like heal. So I left that job and I took like a month break to just recover, and I was really like just laying on my bed and sleeping, trying to get some form of like energy back from all that. That is really bad, yeah. But I left already. It's been a year and a half since then, and I am glad that I left, because you know, I'm in a much better place. Not the best, I would say. As Jax mentioned, teachers do get underpaid, so there's still that problem. But at least I'm drawing again. Right? I am finally able to work on my own things, because I was so mentally drained at that job that I wasn't able to produce my own stuff anymore. And I just find it like such a pity, you know. I wasn't able to create my own artworks anymore, and even if I did, I had no, like, even if I wanted to, I had no energy. So for my own mental health and physical health, I left the job. Tough though, it was a tough decision. The funny thing is, a lot of people left around the same time that I did, and there was no one left in that company that I know. Everyone left. After I left, 3 months later, another friend, like another co-worker left, who was actually a friend. Me and another girl left at the same time. And then after my colleague left, he left exactly 3 months after I left, and he joined the current company that I'm in. After he left, I think a month or two later, the last one that we knew left also. So that company had a really solid team for about 3 years. I think 3 years or 2 years. And then we all left. We all left because it's not a big company. It's just the four of us. We were all like, the four of us were the ones managing all the classes, like teaching all the classes, and sometimes the other two, besides, there are four of us, so 3 girls, 1 guy. 1 girl is like so busy that she's like running around all the time. She would sacrifice her lunch time to work, and that's a big no-no for me, right? You do not sacrifice your break time, because that is when you rest. That is when you take a break mentally and physically from running around. But she would sacrifice her lunch hour to travel to a different location, because it's required, like the class is run in a different location, and she would be fine with it. Like, she would just accept it, while I wouldn't. Like, I refused to accept that I don't have a lunchtime. And then she would say like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I don't have a proper lunch time, I eat in the taxi, I just take like a piece of onigiri, like a sushi kind of thing, I just eat that and then be done with it. And I'm like, why are you accepting that? Why didn't you say anything? And then by the time she started saying anything, she was being difficult, quote unquote difficult. Underpaid is better than burnt out. So true, so true. Yeah, so by the time she started voicing like, oh, well, can I have my lunchtime back? They'd be like, oh, but you've been fine all this time. Why now? And then she would feel like bad for saying anything, and then she would cave, and I'll be like, don't cave, do not cave, you deserve to eat your lunch. And then I become difficult. I become what do you call that? I'm like propagating the so-called conflict. Like I'm creating conflict. People are listening to me instead of the boss. Because my position was kind of not high, but I was a senior teacher. Me and the other girl, the girl that is the one that's running and sacrificing her lunchtime, we were both senior teachers because we worked there the longest. And I would tell her like, don't, you know, like, you need to eat. How can you not eat? And she's like, it's okay, I can take it. And I'm like, you being able to take it and it being right is two different things. Yes, if it's once in a while, sometimes we are swamped because it's a summertime. Everyone's in for summer camps. Everyone is signing up for that. We get busy. Fine, I get it. It is a busy month. Summer is always busy for studios like us. Okay, but every week for 6 months? Nah. Let's look at my contract. Where does it say I get no lunch hour? That's one thing. The contract was... We were stupid when we were reading the contract because it says 9 work hours with a lunch time, but it did not specifically say 1 hour. So she argued, my boss argued, that our lunchtime was still being paid. It was still office hours because it was being paid. Like, I literally reread my contract multiple times trying to understand where it went wrong because she was pulling all these things, like these statements, out of her ass that I was just like, what is she talking about? So I was trapped without realizing it. Read your contracts, everyone. Read your contracts. It's very important. And then don't assume people are nice. Because yeah, we didn't realize it until 2 years in that it did not say 1 hour lunchtime. It just said with a lunch hour, or like with, it's very ambiguous. The contract was super ambiguous. So we would be required to work on, like, she would say stuff, the contract would say stuff around the lines of like, oh, you're working Monday to Saturday with 1 paid day off, meaning Sunday. Monday to Saturday with a 1 day paid off. 1 paid day off or something like that. So basically, she is insinuating, the contract is insinuating that I am being paid every day that I work. Every day of the month, basically. Sunday is my paid, quote-unquote, paid day off, and then Saturday and until Monday is my working days. And then we don't actually work Saturdays to Monday, we work Tuesdays to Saturdays. So Monday is our off day also. So I get Monday and Saturday off, Sunday off, right? Like right now. But I'm actually quote-unquote working every day because, or being paid by the company every day. So they have the right to tell me to work on a Sunday. So there was one point where all of us had to work on a Sunday, and then we get the Monday off, and then we get another day off. And then it's perfectly legal. And I was so pissed when I found out. I didn't realize it. So yeah, read your contracts, everyone. It's very important. Read your contracts, and it's okay to say no. I did not say no. I thought it was like, oh, it's a really high-paying job, it should be okay. It was not okay. I was stupid. And then the worst thing is, when I left, right, I thought we left on a good note, right? Because on my last day, she was like, oh, thank you for all these years, you know, you did well. Thank you for your time and effort. Here's a Dior perfume, right? She gave me like a set of Christian Dior perfume. For those who don't know what Christian Dior is, it is a luxury brand. So, yeah. But the thing is, right, and this is just Chinese superstition, you don't give perfumes to as gifts, and this is purely like it's a purely cultural thing, because in like Chinese they're saying like perfumes, the smell wafts away and then it disappears after a while, meaning like your relationship will not be maintained and it will disappear after a while. It's not a good gift to give in the culture. It's that's kind of what it is. So I laughed first. I laughed when she gave me a perfume, first of all. And second of all, because I was like, oh, you're just pretending for the new girl to see. Because, like, why? Why are you giving me this? And then she fucking backstabs me. When I was looking for a new job, when I was looking for my current job, actually, it's the same place as I am right now. They had to run reference check, right? According to my boss, like my current boss, she did not say a single good thing. She said, had I listened to her, you probably will be, it will be very difficult for you to find a job based on what she said. Because apparently she slandered me. And she's like, I felt like it was off. Like my boss was telling me, I felt it was off because she was saying so many negative things about you, but then you were there for 3 years. Like why would she keep you for 3 years if you were that bad? So I thought like something was wrong, and I was just like, what? What? So yeah, apparently I was a very difficult employee because I didn't, willingly give up all my rights for her. Yeah, I found out like later, way later, after I worked in this place for like a few months. I think on one side, like my current boss, she was like, that's insane, like what she was saying, but then she needed to check if it was true or not, because I mean obviously it's a given, like you should definitely check if that boss was saying like such horrible things or like really negative things about that employee. Like you should definitely check. There is like a probationary period where the company can kind of like see what kind of person you are, right? So definitely, like I have nothing against that. And it was only after the fact that after I passed my probationary period that she told me like, we were talking about something and she was like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that she said really horrible things about you, and I was just like, what? It's really dangerous in your country for someone to give a negative reference like that. If somebody gives you no reference, it's a really bad sign. Yes. I count myself very lucky already. Despite her giving me a negative reference like that, I still got my job because my boss did not listen to her, essentially. Like, did not listen to everything she said. But I count myself lucky because the other senior teacher that I was telling you about, she left Hong Kong for the UK. So she migrated to another place, and then obviously she has years of teaching too, like me, right? So we both have like a teaching experience. So she wanted to apply for teaching jobs in the UK, and they had to do a really tight background check, I think, according to what I saw on her like Instagram stories and whatnot. Apparently our old boss was not replying to the agent's emails and was not taking any calls. Like she was taking a long time to reply or was not replying at all. So my colleague wasn't able to secure a teaching job because of that. And I'm just like, excuse me? That girl toiled for your company. She ran and ran and sacrificed her energy and time for your company, and you don't have the courtesy to reply a fucking email? Like, excuse me? She gave her, I think, 5 years, 4 years, 4 years. She gave 4 years to her, and she wouldn't even reply an email? Because they were saying like, oh yeah, your former employer is not replying, so we can't process anything. And I'm just like, excuse me? Yeah, deep background checks, which of course you should, absolutely. I mean, I had to go through. That's the reason why the references are a thing, right? And then we have this what do you call that, like a sexual conviction something. So they have to run like a, if you are a sex offender or anything, like here in Hong Kong, they have to run a background check on you, and I'm like, yeah, go ahead, like you should, for safety reasons, because we don't know what kind of freaks are around us. So for sure, go ahead and run a background check. But man, like, not replying to the email, she just invalidated 4 years of her professional career. Like, because of that, she can't teach. 4 years. How could she? How could you do that to her? She worked the hardest out of all of us. Like, mad respect for her. She tried her best. She was super eager, very earnest with her with her job. If you tell her to don't take lunch break, she will definitely willingly sacrifice her lunch break to go run for you. And you can't even find the decency to reply to an email that doesn't take 5 minutes? Like, huh? Unbelievable. So I count myself lucky. Still, despite the slander. Yeah, it was very upsetting when I saw that. Even worse, she's absolutely stuffed her chances in another country, where she's not even in competition. Exactly. She was just pissed that we left. She did the same thing to the other teacher. We had a head teacher above us. After 3 years, she decided that, okay, I've done all that I can, all that I want to in this company. It's time for me to, like what I felt like, it's time for me to prioritize my own future instead of the company's future, because obviously the company's loyal to only the company, right? So she quit amidst us opening another branch. She said she wanted to go and focus on being an art therapist, which is what her long-term goal was. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, like, you go, girl. It's definitely it's if you think that's the right move, go ahead. And bless her, she did get her degree. She went back to school, she got her degree for art therapy or something like that, like psychology or something. So she is on that path now, and she took she took the chance, and she's doing well off, like better than when she was in our old company. So yes, but again, like, because she's going for a what you call it, like a degree or a certificate or something like that in education, she needs to prove that she has worked with children. So how do you prove that you've worked with children? From a reference letter or proof of employment, right? To prove that you did your studio time. I don't know how many hours it was, but you need to prove that you have been working with children in order to show that, yes, this is valid. Our old boss refused to give her the proof of employment or letter of recommendation. She even told her, like, you have the audacity to ask from me at this moment for a letter of recommendation after leaving me right in the middle of opening another branch? Yes, she left while you are opening another branch, but you can always replace her. Like that's always my stance, right? Even as a teacher right now, anyone can replace me. Anyone can become a teacher as long as they are willing to, right? So I'm replaceable. So why do you have to stiff her like that? She refused to, and then she had to beg. Like my old colleague, she kept like telling her like, please, I really need this, it's for my future. Just say that I will type the letter for you, you just have to sign. She kept saying like, oh, I don't have time because we're opening the new branch, we don't have time, I'm busy, you know how it is, right? You understand, right? And then she kept telling us like, I don't understand why she would just do this to me. I worked so hard for this company. I would sacrifice this, sacrifice that. And she did. I did not like her initially because she was like power tripping on us, but I saw how much effort and heart she poured into her job. So I couldn't be mad at her for long. As long as she and I have no problem, I'm like, okay, you sometimes you do be power tripping, but I get it. It's okay. I forgive you. Because she was telling me like I had no choice. They kept trying to separate management from the teacher team, and I had to be with them in order to survive. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. I understand. It's fine. I get it. I get why you had to be the way you did. Doesn't mean I liked it, but I understand. So when she tried to stiff her out of the recommendation letter, I was just like, bro, like, come on. She also worked for 3 years. I think, like, it's just ridiculous. Every time I think about it. You generally hate letters of recommendation, but it's important though. Yeah. If you're that possessive of employees, you have no place running a business. No, she just doesn't like the fact that we left her. She's like, how can you leave me? That's her mindset. It's like, my company's so great, why would you leave me? That's basically what her stance is. So yeah, but the thing is, we all left. And funny thing is, after a bunch of us left last year, people just kept leaving left and right. Also, her turnover is very high. Has always been very high. That's why I was kind of like surprised that our former team managed to stay for like 3 years, because prior to that team, I entered the company right as it was about summertime, and then the turnover during summer was insane. Like, people would come in, quit within 1 week, or like they will not pass the probationary period, which is 3 months. They would work 1 week and then they would be like, oh, I'm sick. Or like, we met all kinds of people, like weird people who would be like immature in a sense where like, oh, I can't come to work, I'm sick, and then you find out on their social media that they were drinking so hard the other night that they had a hangover, so they couldn't come into work. So yeah, we met a bunch of people prior to that team that we had, and then when we finally settled down for about 3 years, and then once we started like leaving, it was chaos again. Like, people stayed for 3 months and then they left, and then some of them stayed for 6 months and then they left. So yeah, it was just chaos, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm so glad I left. It's crazy behavior. I just can't comprehend, and I don't think I will ever, how she would just not reply to the emails. Like, she works so hard. I don't necessarily agree with her all the time, but I will never deny the fact that she was the hardest working out of everyone. And yet that was how she was rewarded for her effort. Hangover is a valid sick day. Yes. But why will you be drinking when you know you have to go to work tomorrow? What? Like, why? You know you have work tomorrow. Why did you go drinking so much? I'm not saying you can't drink. Go ahead. But you've got responsibility. Like, what kind of... Do you know what I mean? Like, you know you have work tomorrow. You can drink as long as you are able to get to work. There's no problem. Because, like, people have to find coverage, right, for you. And that's the thing. Not everyone is available just to take because you decided to drink. You don't expect people to clean up after you, do you? You know. Anyways, that boy was really young. He was super young. He was like 18, I think. So he had no sense of responsibility. So, yeah. He didn't last very long. Because the thing is, he didn't even say that he's not coming in. He would just, bloop, disappear. He would just disappear on us and we would be like, where is he? Where's my assistant? He was my assistant. So I was just like, where's my assistant? And they were like, huh? Did he not come in? And I was just like, no, he's not here. I would call like management. I'd be like, hello? Where is he? Your mother always says never to go above and beyond at jobs or else they will always expect it from you. Yes. Never give 100%. Because that 100% will become your normal. And it's expected and you will never... Because you just can't deliver 100% every single time. You are not a robot. It's impossible. So... yeah, never. I only learned after like working in a really toxic environment that giving 100% is never beneficial to you. So, yeah, I'm not finishing this today, am I? I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Okay. What kind of flowers should I do? I want to do orangey flower. Something like that. Anyways, I was ranting. Every time I have to talk about this, I always get so worked up because I feel like it's just too much. People like that are too much. Yeah. Anyways. What are you guys' Christmas plans? I have no plans. I'll probably be chilling at home. Because I want to avoid the crowds. Crowds are scary. Only because it gets super like packed here. And I don't want to meet people. Not that I wouldn't. You know what I'm most scared is when I'm outside. I would suddenly hear teacher, and I'll be like, where? No, not me. No, you can't see me. I'm off work. I'm not a teacher right now. I'm just me. I'm just a fairy. I'm flying away. Bye. Because I've heard it before. It's like, oh, teacher Stella, and I'll be like, hi. What are you doing here? Making ugly Christmas cookies? That's good. That's good. I like making cookies, honestly, but I'm not allowed in the kitchen. I'm not very good with the kitchen. It's a running joke where people, like my friends, would be like, "Oh, Stella, watch the water," and then the water is like, it caught on fire, and they'd be like, "Stella, what happened? You're supposed to watch the water." Yeah, I watched the water. I watched it blow up. Yeah, I'm not allowed in the kitchen because I don't help. Yeah. Catching teachers outside class always was euphoric because we both don't want to be found, but the tension is there. You should look away. Look away and pretend like you didn't see them. Please. Please. I'm not here. I'm away. I'm on holiday. Okay. I told myself I'm gonna finish in 2 hours. I cannot finish in 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. Oh. This is what happens if I chat so much. It's okay. I'll finish this. Watch me. I'll finish this in 20 minutes. Watch. I will. I got this. I got this! It's just decorating at this point, I think. It's time to focus. I need one more thing. I need one more big thing. Maybe I'll do another lollipop here. There's this like fair. It's not really a fair, it's a really huge exhibition thingy. Where all like the creative and illustrator around Hong Kong will go and gather and have like booth. It's like a con. It's not a con. It's not really a convention, even though it is in the convention center. It's very much like a art fair that I joined a long time ago, like 3 years ago, and I want to join again. I want to do it next year because I have no new work, so I'm thinking like I should be making, like, just rediscover my enjoyment of making art again, and then if I do have enough materials, then I will probably join the art fair next year. That's kind of like my goal for 2026. Teacher Stella, I didn't know you were a person. I thought you don't exist outside the class. I swear that is exactly what they think, because they're like, we're not people to them. One time I was invited to my current boss's baby's 100 day. It's a thing in East Asia where if the child lives past 100 days, there's a huge celebration, right? So I was invited to surprisingly, right? Because I didn't think I would be invited to something like that, because it's a friends and family event, right? So I was invited. Me and my colleague, we were both invited, and we went. And then, funnily enough, because I also teach my boss's daughter, her friends were there too, and then I also teach her friends. So when she saw us, and obviously it was a party, I didn't wear like I normally would when I'm in class, right? In class, I would be wearing clothes that I don't mind getting dirty. I wouldn't mind getting paint all over or like getting materials all over it. So I would be not dressed up, right? And then I was decked out. Well, not really decked out, but I was wearing like my floral dress. I had my hairs like done. I had makeup on, and you know, I was basically like dressed up. And they were like, "Wait a minute. Is that," like she literally like pointed at me and our like my colleague, like one of the girls. "Wait a minute. Is that?" And she took like a long pause and I laughed. She's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm just like, "It's a party. I was invited." "What?" I was like, "Yeah, Anna, what's the problem?" And she's just like, "Nothing." It was so funny. Her face was priceless. She was just like, "What? You exist outside of my class?" Kids, man. Oh, speaking of one funny thing. So I've dealt with a bunch of different kids, right? I had to deal with this really naughty boy. He's just had too much internet at a really young age. He's like 7 or 8. So he was like, you know, he was like, bruh, I don't wanna, bruh. And then I'd be like, "Jaden, do your work." And then he'd be like, "No, I don't do my work. I never do my work. This is how I am at home. It's always like this." And I'm just like, "Well, you're not at home, are you? What is this attitude?" So I would call him out on it. And then I had the best backup from my group of students. That group of kids, they're merciless. Kids are merciless, right? And I was saying, like, "I don't care if you're like this at home. You're not at home right now. You're in my class, right?" So I told him. And then the other kids started chiming in. It's like, "Hey, you shouldn't be like that, you know?" And then he's like, "No, this is how I am. Like, whatever." Um, and then he's like, "Oh, I roasted you." You know, being cringe like that. He's like, "Yeah, this is how I am. Oh." And then I was just so done with him. And then the others were like, "You can't talk like that. You can't. Your behavior like that is unacceptable. You can't behave like that. If you behave like that, you grow up into a really not nice person. And if you grow up into a really not nice person, you won't be able to find a job. And then if you don't find a job, you won't have any money. If you don't have money, no one's gonna love you." And then they ended it with, "If no one loves you, you don't have a future." I was trying so hard not to laugh because they went on a rant. They went on a rant, and I was just like, "Don't laugh. Do not laugh, for the love of God. Do not laugh." I was just nodding. I was just, yeah, what they said. Yeah, Jaden. In my heart, I'm like, "Help me. Help me." The fact that they went on a whole rant on him, I still remember. It was the best. Those kids were hilarious. And then only after they left it, I started laughing. I was just like, that was so real. That was what they said was so real. Yeah, exactly. No money, no love, no future. And mind you, these kids, they were 7, 8 years old. So I'm just like, where do you learn this from? because when I was 8, I don't know about money. I didn't know anything. You know, I was a little twerp. I didn't know what money was. I had no concept. But they made the connection, like a bad habit, no, bad bad attitude equals to unable to find a job. No one likes you. That no one likes you, and then you won't find a job. No job means no money. No money means no love, and then no future. I was like, who's teaching you all this? You would have chimed in and fueled the fire. No, I didn't want to. No, because I didn't want to seem like I was bullying him, right? Despite him like and his shitty attitude, I didn't want to be the adult that's picking on the kid, right? So I let peer pressure do its thing. So I was just like, yeah, Jaden, yeah, like what they said. And then after a while, I was like, okay, all right, everyone, let's go back to our artworks, please. Inside, I'm just like, yes. Because he was like, so like it's like if you have a bad attitude, no one's gonna like you. So if no one likes you, then you're not gonna be able to find a job. So if you don't get a job, then you won't have any money. So no money, then no one's gonna love you, and then you don't have a future. So it's fine. And then they were like, no, it's not fine. It's just like, This afternoon has been very eventful. But yeah. I mean, after that, he mellowed out a little bit. But I'm not sure if it was the peer pressure or whatever, or his mom. His mom is the nicest woman. Like, she's so nice. She's so polite. And I'm like, what is wrong with the kid? But yeah. It was only him, because I used to teach his brother also, and his brother was fine too. And I don't know. I think it's definitely too much internet, I would say. Because he was like, obviously, you know, brain rot and stuff like that. We all consume it. But at 7, I think that's a bit too young, I would say. Kids nowadays are growing up too fast. So, yeah. He behaved better when he's around girls. So I told his mom, like, you know, if you can put him in a class where it's mostly girls, I think he would be better. And then she did. He behaved way better in the other class. So, yeah. Do I miss him? No, I don't. I'm glad I don't have to teach him anymore. Watch him come back in a few months. Okay, I'm gonna finish this, and then I can start decorating. And then once I start decorating, that means I'm almost done. I gotta finish. I'll do a peach stick. Growing up too fast? Yeah. You work with kids, when you work with kids, it was always sad to be on break, and then next time I see them, they are so changed for the worse because of wanting to grow up too fast, being bad. Yes. I feel like kids nowadays, they are growing up way too fast. Way too fast. It's definitely social media. I mean, when we were kids, right? We were like, you know, listening to like stuff that we were not listening to. We were not supposed to listen to, for example, like you know, like Black Eyed Peas and Missy Elliott, right? Those kind of like R&B stuff. We weren't supposed to listen to them, but it goes over our heads, kind of, when we were younger. But kids nowadays, they're like, oh, there's a naughty word in this song, and I'm just like, excuse me? How do you know that? Like, I was listening to Gnarly by Cat's Eye, and obviously I always play the clean version in class because I don't want parents coming after me. But they were like, oh, this is not the version that I listened to, it's different. And I'm like, really? And they were like, yeah. There's a bad word in the song the one that I listened to, and I'm like, oh, your parents let you? Yeah, they're fine as long as I don't say it. And I'm like, okay, there's a clean version for a reason, parents. Please play the clean version. But yeah, and they're like 7, 8 years old. I mean, we were that age too, right? Listening to like those kind of songs. But I feel like it kind of flew over our heads a bit more when we were younger. We didn't really know what's being said. I don't know. Is it just me? I feel like kids are way, 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 way more aware of things now than when we were kids. And then what's funny is, right, it's not like the songs nowadays, they are getting a bit more explicit, like way, way, way more explicit than when we were younger. But I don't know. Oh, thanks for the follow, Otter. I hate that my oh, my alerts are not here. That's why. Oh, I am dumb. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why isn't my alert working? It's because I didn't put it here. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. Songs actually had real clean versions when we were young. Yes. Yes. You thought to the window, to the wall, to the sweat drips down my ball was a song about basketball. Hey, at least you got the lyrics. I didn't know what I was singing. I just know get low, get low, get low, get low. I didn't know what I was singing. No, but kids, the really innocent ones. Okay, I'm gonna mention a song that is everywhere right now that not necessarily everyone likes. Golden by K-pop Demon Hunter. Listen, I enjoy the song, right? It's everywhere. Everyone's listening to it. Every child wanted to be Rumi, okay, for Halloween. It was exhausting. I spent the entire summer listening to it every day. They were like, oh, teacher, I want to listen to Golden. I want to listen to Golden. Again. And I'd be like, okay, it's a good song, so fine. And then they would sing along, we're going up. But the funny thing is, they don't know the lyrics, right? Because there's Korean lyrics. So, so the first part where it's like, I was a ghost, I was alone, huh, 도와줘, huh, 계속해, like that, right? The kids are like, I was alone, I was a ghost, huh, double chin, huh, you're so gay. I was just like, excuse me? What? Yeah, they said double chin. It didn't make sense. But yeah. So they just substitute it with whatever they think it sounds like, even if it doesn't make sense. I think we did that too, right? When we were younger. So that's why I didn't actually catch like to the windows, to the walls, till sweat drips down my balls. I don't think I caught sweat drips down my balls. I know to the window, to the walls, and then I would be like to the my balls or something like that. Like I wasn't really sure what I was singing. Definitely wasn't sure what I was singing. Black Eyed Peas. I would sing like shut up, like not knowing what it's about. I would be like shut up, just shut up, shut up, shut it up, just shut up, shut up. Yeah. the clean version of that song completely different. Which song? What's worse is they would play that in gym class. It's a really good song for dancing and for sport, I would say, because the BPM is just like, you know, we're going up, up, up with our moment. The beat is really, really good. Apparently, it's really good for CPR too. Like, it's a really consistent beat to do CPR. So, as much as annoying, as much as how I find it annoying to have to listen to it all the time, it's a good song. It's a really good song, and I've seen the live version, and it's so good. Like, I appreciate it for what it is. It's a really difficult song to sing. The technique requires is really like hard, and obviously I really appreciate the singer and the composer. Like, her story is wonderful. So apart from the fact that I'm tortured to listen to it at work, it's a good song. I enjoy it. It's great. It's just sometimes, you know, children, they're annoying. They can sing off key a lot of the time. They would be not very good. The Lil Jon song, totally different, clean. Oh, I gotta go find it. But I wonder what it sounds like. Oh my gosh. It's not to the windows, to the wall. That song I first listened to because of Need for Speed. I used to play Need for Speed on the PS2. And every time we start up the game, it's like brum bum bum, brum bum bum, brum bum bum, brum bum, and I'll be like, yeah, it's time to race. Oh man, it's great. To the windows, to the walls. I need to move this down. $369. Damn, you're fine. What? I don't remember the lyrics. The best clean version of a song from a dirty version, though, is Without Me by Eminem. Whole verses get changed. Oh, I never used to listen to Eminem. I know he's really good. Like, his wordplay is so good. I saw a clip of him trying to rhyme orange. Like, it was a while ago, but I saw him saying like, "Oh, orange is the hardest word to rhyme," and then he was rhyming orange with all these different words. Like, I can't even remember what it was, but I found it was so amazing how he broke the word orange, and he just decided like something I can't remember, but he was rhyming orange with all kinds of words that sounds similar to orange, instead of, you know, finding words that end with A and G. I'm in love with the stripper. Wait, remind me what song is that? I know T-Pain, but you know, the worst thing is sometimes I will only remember the song once I hear it, because I didn't know what the names were. My parents didn't let me know the names. Where do I feel like I know that song? What's the other one? The my back, my lips, my back, my crack, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. What were we thinking? What were our parents thinking, letting us listen to that? My neck, my back, and my crack. Yeah. Wait, I'm in love with I'm in love with the stripper. Let me see. Can I play this? Or no? No, right? Let me listen. Do I know this song? No, actually, I don't think I know this song. Yes, door hinge. You're right. You can rhyme stuff with orange like door hinge. Yes, I remember he said door hinge. No, I don't know the song. But you know what I like? I like Cisco's, what is that? What is that song? Cisco's, the song. Being like a kid, I was like, let me see that thong. Baby. Oh my god. Okay, let me see that thong. Oh my god. Our childhoods. Just something else. Mom, what's a thong? Exactly. No, the Australians can get away with that. You know, those things you wear to the beach, the thongs. Oh my god. So many songs were so inappropriate for us. Oh my gosh. No, I'll add a butterfly here. Butterfly. Wee. Oh, and also like back when the Step Up movies were really good, and then we were like, we thought we could dance. Every time I finish watching a Step Up movie, I would think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a dancer. Oh, look, dancing in the rain, so cool. Oh my god. I loved watching the Step Up movies. I think I watched up until 3. Why did we have the same childhood? Yeah, because, you know, because we were born in the 90s, that's why. High School Musical. Everyone, High School Musical. I'm gonna put a rose here. Is that a rose or a peony? It looks more like a peony. Ah. I sang High School Musical in my school talent show. Like I thought I was the girl, you know. I thought I was Gabriella, you know. Or when I watched Bring It On back then, wanted to be a cheerleader, and so did all my friends. So we tried to come up with these ugly ass routines with nothing but cartwheels. We thought we were the shit. Okay, listen, I've never watched Bring It On. I was never in that what's that? Fandom? Yeah, I was never in that fandom. Bring It On fandom. Yeah, Bring It On was one of the few that I didn't partake in. The ones I know are the more I don't know why I never got to watch Bring It On. Yeah, never did. Not even the first one. You would pay money to see me in a talent show? No, you would not. You would not. I thought I was like able to sing. Listen, I may have like I can sing, right? I'm not bad at it. I can sing. Hello, Vorador. I can sing, but my voice is not loud enough. Like yes, I'm loud now because my speaking voice is quite loud thanks to being a teacher, but my singing voice is kind of weak. So I could not project my singing voice. So I would try sing. In my talent show, I was singing what's that song? The one Gabriella sang in the first movie, in the first High School Musical movie. Not the one that she did a duet in with Troy. I like that song too, but what is that? I can't remember. But I sang that song and it had a high note and I wasn't able to project the high note. I could reach it because I have a high, like my voice is kind of high, like my range is high on the higher end, so I'm able to reach it, but I wasn't able to project it, so it was a failure. But I thought I ate, you know, because I hit the high note. I'm gonna sound insane, but I've never watched Clueless either. I'm sorry. I've never watched Clueless either. I know all the memes, I know the premise, but I've never actually watched the movie. I've seen clips of it. So yeah, what's wrong with me? Everything. Everything is wrong. The only iconic quote-unquote chick flicks that I've watched are Legally Blonde, Mean Girls, what else? Those Cinderella ones, like the Hilary Duff ones, the Selena Gomez. I have watched Mean Girls, of course. And then I've watched, what else? I can't remember. Click. I've watched Click. The Craft. No, I've never watched that. What is that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What else? Girl, we ain't friends anymore. Come on. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Nagi, please. What else? I need to find 2000s rom-coms. A 13 going 30. 13 going 30 was it was something. Nice to meet you, first time viewer. My name is Kanji Ichika, a VTuber from Japan. Greetings from Japan. Hajimemashite. Shoken desu. Hi. Konnichiwa, Ichika. I cannot read kanji. I'm very bad at kanji, but I can read hiragana. Hiragana 読めます。ですけど、漢字は難しいです。はじめまして、よろしくお願いします。Freaky Friday, yes. Freaky Friday. Oh my god, Freaky Friday. That song. What is that? What is that song that she was singing? When she was practicing with her friends in the garage. Don't wanna grow up, I wanna get out. Hey, yes, that one. Oh my god, I'm living my childhood all over again. You're it, you're the ultimate. It's automatic, I'm sure of it, don't lie. Wow, I can't believe I actually still remember some of the lyrics. That's insane. Miss Congeniality. Because come on, who didn't want to be a pageant girl after that and an FBI agent? Man, we're friends again. Good. Devil Wears Prada, yes. That's all. Miranda Priestley. They're coming out with a second one. I can't believe they're coming out with a second one. I was surprised. It just dropped on a random weekday too. The teaser. Sandra Bullock, pure class. Yes. You're one in a million. Oh. that song lives rent free in my head. I wanted to learn the dance. I didn't. But I wanted to. White chicks, yes. That was iconic too. Cheetah Girls. I can't remember the first movie, but I remember the Barcelona one. Amigas, cheetahs, friends for life. Oh my god. I'm gonna put a rose here. I'm almost done. H2O. I never watched H2O. I've never watched H2O. I only know the memes. Cleo. Oh no, Cleo. The condensation. But it's mermaids. Yeah, but I had no access to it. I had no access to it. So I wasn't, yeah, I didn't know about H2O. To be fair, I watch what my parents watch. Coyote Ugly? No, I don't know what Coyote Ugly is. Aquamarine, yes, I've watched Aquamarine. The JoJo one, right? I'm almost done. I'm almost done! I just need something here. I'm going to do another foliage. Whoops. What else? Let me see. I've watched Twitches. Yes, I watched Twitches. I don't really remember Twitches, but yes, I definitely watched that. Princess Diaries, of course, Princess Diaries. And then Ella Enchanted. Anne Hathaway was everywhere, yes. Anne Hathaway was everywhere. For sure. Ah, yeah. What else was she, what other movies was she in? Like Enchanted. Enchanted was, oh, it was everywhere. And I watched all the Disney movies. I was a Disney girl growing up. I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss, and a prince I'm hoping comes with this. I love the music of Enchanted. Disenchanted was disenchanting, honestly. I was very disappointed in it. Like, Happy Working Song was such a song. My Scene movies, I've seen one only. The one with the Lindsay Lohan one. I used to play the My Scene games too. Barbie movies. Oh, the Nutcracker was my favorite. And I only started appreciating the 12 Dancing Princess like way later. Like the music, the that song only grew on me like way later, like years later. You had a crush on who? Excuse me? Excuse me? No! No! No, but Princess and the Pauper OST, so good. So good. Like, yes, that I'm just like you, you're just like me. That song is everywhere now because like everyone, like I think it went viral on TikTok or something like that. But it was the other one. So though you may not know where you live, that one. And you may not know where to start. That song, I really like that song. Is written in your heart. Ah, that song is great. Something about the squeaky little man was doing something to you. Get help. Get help, please. You need help. And the first song, all my life I've always wanted to have one day just for me. That was off key. Free. Free to fly. No, wait. What's the lyrics? Free. I just only remember free from endless IOUs. Free, was it free to try everything? Is that the lyrics? I can't remember. And then free from endless IOUs. Bratz Rock Angels, yes. Bratz the movie. Bratz the movie. Oh, Janelle Parrish's song. What is that? Rainy Day, Rainy Day. I'm awake on this rainy day and night. Na, 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 na. Or something like that. I can't remember. We have lived through the same childhood, Nagi. You cannot deny that we have. Even though I miss some of the movies. Take me back to. Take me back. Back when movies were not cringe, honestly. Like nowadays, I don't know if it's because I grew up, but they're really cringe. Legitimately. I refuse to watch the remake of Mean Girls. Like I refuse to ruin my childhood that way. I refuse. I missed too many? No, I did not. Don't say that. I did not. Shush. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, honestly. Maybe more stars instead. Toy Story still goes hard to this day. Of course, of course. They can't make Toy Story again. Yes. No, they need to stop remaking old movies. They need to stop. The original was good. There's no need. Stop it. I stopped watching after 3. Because I refuse to let them ruin it. movies also always feel so incomplete these days. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they always try to set things up for a sequel that never actually comes. I think so too. I agree. Definitely baiting for a second season. That's why I unironically enjoy K-pop Demon Hunter, because even though yes, it feels like they're baiting for a sequel, it can be on its own. Like, it doesn't need a sequel to feel complete anymore. You know, it's great. They fought Kuima, they finished fighting it, end. That's it. Jinu's dead. Love interest is dead. It's fine. You know, I wanted them to end up together, but I get it. So I think I'm done. What do you guys think? There's only one Lion King and I stand by that. You don't like the second one? You don't like I can't remember the kid's name. Kovu and Kiara. Kovu and Kiara. I don't remember the movie. I remember the two characters. That's it. I don't remember anything outside of that. Okay, let me just save this and I'm gonna export it to Dropbox so that you can see the actual thing. Where's my Dropbox? Wee. You meant that. you don't accept the remake? Yes. I haven't watched it yet. Honest. I haven't watched I refuse. Because why watch that when I can watch National Geographic? Right? Why? And there we go. Yay! It's finished. Oh wait, no. I haven't. Oh, I became Kermit the Frog. Oh, I did not sign it. Wait. Let me sign this. I haven't signed it yet. Although I signed it once over here, I'm gonna sign another one because it's another day. I've decided to start signing my works again because I used to do it when I was younger, and it just it allows me to see the passage of time, even though I know kind of like, oh yeah, I made this last year, but I don't know exactly when, right? What's the date today? 22nd of December. Ah! December 2025. Yay! Is it weird that it's on here? Let me try moving it around. Oh, that's fine. I'll leave it there. Yeah. You accept that Beyonce and Childish Gambino got their bag, but that ain't the Lion King. Yes. Yes. I agree. Like, everyone get their money, but don't tell me that's the Lion King. No, go watch the original because no, it's the same with all the other remakes. You're not telling me, like, what's her name, Halle Bailey, phenomenal singer, love her voice, not my Ariel. Sorry. Like, original is better, especially because they made the movie so drab in a sense where, like, there is no color. Like, the ocean can be so colorful. Why the ocean can be so colorful? Why is it so dull? Right? Why is it so dull that it's so grayed out? I don't like it. What do you mean it's It's the ocean. Like, are you trying to make it as realistic as our current climate? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Like our ocean is dead now. That's why there's no color. Like, it makes no sense. Oh, yes. The only good thing about the remake, the only good remake was Cinderella's. I don't even like Cinderella. I did not like it initially, but then comparatively, if you compare to the newer ones like Belle and Mulan, how could they? How could they? They ruined our childhood movies. I didn't even watch Tinkerbell because I felt like it just, I don't think I'd rather go and watch the original. Like, why? Why would I when I can watch the original, right? And even Aladdin, like, Will Smith is he's great, but I'm not gonna listen to his genie over OG genie. Like, how do you expect me to prefer his genie over Robbie Williams' genie? Impossible. Plus also, like, his genie is great. He has his like attitude and stuff, right? But Robin Williams' genie was just, it's just, you know, he has his flair. Oh, I heard the Lilo and Stitch live action was horrible. Some people were saying it's not that bad. Some people were saying it was like the worst thing ever, especially because they didn't end up, spoiler, they didn't end up together, right? Like, Nani just like abandoned Lilo. Well, not abandoned, but like Nani just put her with her neighbor or something like that. Is that true? Because I refuse to watch the remake. Live action Alice in Wonderland wasn't too bad. Yes, I think, right, when they, because that one was not true to, it was not a remake of the original in the sense where it was not like a what you call it, like, it wasn't a frame to frame remake, because a lot of the newer ones are just frame to frame remakes, frame by frame remakes, which is like pointless. No, like, why watch that when I can watch the original? So the older ones, like Alice, and then I genuinely enjoyed Maleficent. It was different. Cruella I did not watch because I wasn't really feeling Emma Stone, so I didn't watch Cruella. Yeah. She left Lilo? I don't know. I think so, right? Nani abandons Lilo to go to university, see? Yeah. That's what I heard. I if I'm not mistaken, she left Lilo to her neighbor and she went off to university. You watched Lilo and Stitch on a long plane flight, actually loved it, maybe cried a few times. Really? The remake? You haven't watched the animation? You have to watch the animation. You have to. Because if you've watched the animation first, you will not want to watch the remake. You have to watch the animation. Yeah, no way. If you've watched the original, you wouldn't enjoy the remakes. Like, as much as I wanted to enjoy Mulan, I couldn't. It was a bunch of bullshit, honestly. I get what they were trying to do, like they were trying to make it more like a Chinese legend kind of thing, but no. Mulan was horrendous, yeah. It was ridiculous. I get where they're coming from with the they said they didn't want to do like show tunes, right? And then they wanted to make it as realistic as possible. But then they have like the woman turning into an eagle. That trope is a very it's very present in a lot of Chinese legends, so I get where they're trying to pull the inspiration from. A lot of Chinese movies, they do have that where the woman can transform into a certain animal, a witch, something like that. But no, you don't get to do half and half. You either stick to it, to the original Mulan, or you go for your show tune ones, like Disney-fied one. You don't do half and half. It makes no sense. But yeah. I don't even remember what last movie I watched that is not K-pop Demon Hunter. That was the last one I watched, but I don't watch movies anymore. Like, I don't even stream it anymore. I just watch a lot of YouTube. I've been into true crime in the last 2-3 years, so I've been watching a lot of true crime channels. I even started watching true crime at work, like because at work we're kind of like chill in the morning, so we get to put on like music. So we don't put on music in the morning, we just put on like true crime, and then sometimes analog horror. I've been into analog horror the last year or so. You knew I was a true crime girly. The last movie you watched was Stand By Me. Oh, it's Stand By Me. It was really good. She does go to university, but calling it abandonment is framing it wrong, in your opinion. I suppose you can say that, but not. Yeah, okay. She doesn't abandon her, but the issue that I have is, why follow everything from the animation except for the ending? Like, why'd you change it? If you're gonna stick to copying the original, why would you change it? Because they keep saying Ohana is family and family never gets left behind, but Lilo gets left behind. So whole emotional scene, it's a whole emotional scene where she wants to stay behind, but everyone else gathers around and pushes her, doing their part in helping the family. I see. I don't know, because I've seen a lot of people say like it's not good. Maybe I'll stream it on Disney Plus one day, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think the biggest scene is she leaves Hawaii to study marine biology. Does she actually? You are in Hawaii and you choose to leave to study marine biology when you live in Hawaii? That makes no sense. You are literally in marine biology. Oh my god. You need to watch the animation to properly participate in this. Don't worry, hey, if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. We're not gonna shit on you for enjoying it. Don't worry. This is just coming from people who watched the original and have been burned by Disney way too many times for the remakes. Don't worry about it. If you enjoyed, you enjoyed. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, for example, I really did enjoy Encanto. I really enjoyed Encanto. Partly because Lin-Manuel Miranda's writing for the music is just so good. He's so talented when it comes to, like, him creating the music, like Hamilton, was great. So yeah. However, the rap that he wrote for Seagull in Ariel, what was that? What was that abomination? Like, sometimes I'm just like, you know. And then I think he wrote Mary Poppins also. I wasn't really into that one either. Like, I didn't really enjoy Mary Poppins, the second one, the Emily Blunt one. I like Emily Blunt, but I didn't enjoy the second movie. So my only Mary Poppins is Julie Andrews' Mary Poppins. She's my queen. A lot of people don't know Mary Poppins, like the original one. And a lot of people don't even know Sound of Music. Like, how could you? How could you? It's such a classic. One time I was listening to Julie Andrews music, like from her different movies, because I really like her voice. So I was listening to all kinds of music from her old movies, like Thoroughly Modern Millie, Darling Lily. I really like Darling Lily's music, and then Victoria, of course, Sound of Music, and Mary Poppins. But I was also listening to Camelot and My Fair Lady, her version, not Audrey Hepburn's version. And then my manager was like, "What are you listening to?" I was just like, "What?" And she's like, "I never thought you would listen to like Julie Andrews. She's so old." And I'm like, "It's good music. What's wrong with that?" And she's like, "Nothing wrong. I just didn't expect you to be listening to that kind of music." Because I mean, you know, I'm very much like anime, cutesy, game kind of girly. And then she was like, "I just did not expect you to be into that." And I'm just like, I listen to all kind of music. I listen to rap, I listen to R&B, I listen to classical music. I enjoy all kinds of music, game music, pop, whatever, you know. I felt so judged. I was so, "What do you mean? What's wrong with it?" You never got into Mary Poppins? You should listen to the music at least. I'm surprised when the kids, they come up like, "Oh, teacher, do you know the longest word ever?" And I'm just like, "What? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?" And they were like, "You know it?" And I'm like, child, I'm triple your age, triple your age. What do you think? If it sounds good, all is well. Yeah. They were like, "Oh yeah, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious." And they start saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though it sounded like something quite atrocious. And I'm just like, wow, I'm surprised you guys know that song. But yeah. The only good thing that I like about the so-called reimagination of old Disney films is that because they're so bad, people are starting to talk about the original, and then the newer generations are like, "Oh, what's the original? I want to go and watch the original." So yeah, it's great. if you don't want to watch the movie, what you should do, Nagi, is just listen to the music, because the music is great. It's so fun. It has that old-timey feel that is like quite nostalgic. And then I recommend you to watch Darling Lily. Also, Darling Lily is good if you like that kind of like old movie vibes. Darling Lily. And then if you want to go for something really camp, like Victoria is great too. Yeah. Anyways, we've been talking a lot. It is time for me to go soon, because I was supposed to finish this an hour ago. But yeah, you remember that long ass word was in the spelling test in 3rd grade? I can't spell it. I can't actually spell it without looking at it, like without what is it, without typing it out. I cannot just say it like SUPE and then I'll be like, huh? Thanks for dropping by, guys. Really, it went on a bit longer than I expected, but it was fun. I actually did get to do my drawing today. I will continue to do more of these kind of streams, like of drawing, just drawing and chatting. I'm not really going to do anything too strenuous for now, because I'm trying to get back into this drawing part, painting part. Maybe next time I might be able to do a person, because I haven't drawn a person in so long, in my style at least. But yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. I will see you guys probably in a few days, probably Wednesday. If not Wednesday, then Thursday, probably Wednesday. Yeah, but thanks for dropping by. I will be ending it here today. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.